Hello and welcome to Customs Guru. Our topic for today is import and export licenses for agricultural goods previously CAP licensed. Our agenda for today's topic would be as follows. Firstly, we will have an introduction to the topic, followed by understanding import and export licenses for agricultural goods and UCAP license. We will then get an overview on the types of licenses available and how to apply for these licenses. Lastly, we shall learn about different sources and links we can get more information from. This presentation will provide an overview of agricultural commodities, import and export licensing process. It will cover the relevant regulations and process that must be followed in order to facilitate the import and export of agricultural commodities. Let us now learn about what are the import and export licenses required for agricultural goods. An import license is a permit issued by a government authority that allows the holder to import certain goods into a country. Similarly, an export license permits the holder to export certain goods from a country. In the context of agricultural goods, these licenses are used to regulate the flow of products such as food, animal feed, and plant material. Let us first understand the pre-Brexit regulation for import and export of agricultural goods. Prior to Brexit, the UK was a member of the EU and therefore subject to the Common Agricultural Policy, CAP, and its regulations. As such, UK farmers were eligible for subsidies and support under the CAP, but were also required to comply with licensing requirements and other regulations. UK farmers also had to comply with the regulations of the relevant national authorities, such as the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, DEFRA. The Animal and Plant Health Agency Brexit has changed the regulatory landscape for UK farmers, as the country is no longer subject to the CAP and its regulations. However, the UK government has announced that it will continue to provide support for farmers through a new system of subsidies and payments, which will be based on a range of factors, including environmental performance and animal welfare standards. Post-Brexit, the UK importers and exporters of agricultural goods are not subject to CAP licensing requirements of the EU. However, these CAP licensing requirements have been replaced by a similar scheme in the UK, named UK Agricultural Policy, UCAP, licenses. In the United Kingdom, import and export licenses for agricultural goods fall under the remit of the UK Agricultural Policy, UCAP. UCAP licenses are required for the import and export of a wide range of agricultural goods, including fresh fruit and vegetables, meat, fish, dairy products, and animal feed. Let us now understand the UCAP, that is the UK Agricultural Policy. If you intend to trade in agricultural products in the groups listed below, you may need a license. For meat, beef and veal, pig meat, and poultry meat products. Sugar, cereals and rice products. Fruit and vegetables, including garlic. For milk and milk products. Eggs. Olive oil. Ethyl alcohol. Hemp. While applying for a license, we have to make sure the following details are mentioned for the license to be used for an import or export clearance. First, the details of the license holder. Second, the product you are importing or exporting. Third, the quantity you are importing or exporting. Fourth, the validity period of the license. Fifth, the security, if applicable. Sixth, any special rules which may apply to the license. For more information, please contact Customs Guru at www.customsguru.co.uk. A few points to make a note of. To find out the types of licenses that are available and the commodity code for your product, use www.gov rpa.gov.uk/trade tariff. This will tell you how much of a product you can import/export without a license and what types of license are available for the countries with which you intend to trade. The license rules and the availability of quotas change frequently. To make sure that you have the latest information, you can check the Rural Payments Agency (RPA) Notice to Traders pages for announcements. You can also contact RPA by telephone number 03300 416 500. Import and export license are issued electronically.